Tired of listening to the same old boring podcast bull? Then tune in to the Unnamed podcast, available on Anchor.fm and Spotify.com. You're listening to the Unnamed podcast with Midnight Lunatic, available on Anchor.fm and Spotify.com. And without further ado, here is your host, Midnight Lunatic.
What up, Midnight Crew? Welcome back to another episode of Unnamed Podcast. Did you miss me? I missed you guys so much. It's been like over a month since I've last recorded, and oh man, what a month it has been. I've been so busy. I haven't had time to myself. I've been working. I was on vacation for a week for Christmas, visiting my family, and that was a good time. And I hope everyone had a great Christmas and Happy New Year to you guys. I mean, we're already in the new year, 2021, man. Let's see what this year brings, since we all know what happened last year. But you know, we can only hope for the best this year. And if it's not the best year, make it your year. If it's not working out for others, make it your year. Don't let anything stop you. That's the way I felt last year. You know, despite everything that happened in the world, last year was a great year for me personally, and I have a feeling that this year is just gonna get better. So I mean, you gotta do what you can. You know, just make do with what you got and make the best of it. So, without further ado, we kind of have a lot to discuss here. I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as possible. I'm kind of, out of rhythm with the whole recording podcast. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while, so bear with me. All right? But, before we get started, we got to go to Fact of the Week. I think I should change it for this one. Fact of the Month, right? I mean, it's been so long. Fact of the Month. Here we go. Fact of the month.
It's everybody's favorite time of the week. It's time for the fact of the week.
All right, fact of the month. That's kind of weird to say. Now, if a man pees on a pregnancy test and it comes up positive, he may have testicular cancer. So all you guys out there, if you want to know if you have some testicular cancer, grab a pregnancy test, pee on it, see what it comes up. If it's negative, you're all good to go. If it's positive, you probably should see a doctor and get that looked at. But that's interesting. That's a very interesting one. I think I've heard that before. But yeah, it's still interesting. Wow. Today we are going to be discussing the Game Awards that happened. Man, I don't even know when it happened. Sometime in December, the Game Awards happened, and man, let me tell you, The Last of Us Part 2 nearly took just about every category. I mean, from Game of the Year, Last of Us 2. You got the best game direction, Last of Us 2. Best narration, Last of Us 2. You got best audio design, that's Last of Us 2. I mean, it all down the board, man. But we have some other ones, like best art direction. It was Ghost of Tsushima or Tsushima. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. I want that game. I have never played it. I want it. It looks interesting. I don't even know how to say it, but I want it. But yes, congratulations to The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, that was, I played the first one, a little bit of the first one. I got to admit, I didn't play all of it. I didn't get fully done with it. I enjoyed it when I did play it. But man, it's kind of hard to find time, especially nowadays, for me to play games. I mean, I try, but I got so many games that I just recently bought from last year. It's kind of weird to say that, but last year, November, December, I bought some games that I still have yet to really play, and it sucks. But I mean, what can you do? You got to work all the time. You got to get your money right. You got to get your funds. I mean, I got bills to pay. So it's kind of hard for me to play games, but Last of Us Part 2, I definitely see myself playing, hopefully sometime in the near future. But I'm definitely going to try to get my hands on it and play it. I just got to finish the first one first. I got to know what's going on. But anyways, congratulations to The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, Among Us, that had best mobile game, best debut game, Phasmophobia. That's another awesome game I've played. I'm telling you, that was crazy. Best community support, Fall Guys. You guys remember Fall Guys? Fall Guys took over, everything for a while. Same with Among Us. Phasmophobia took over for a while. But overall, I mean, Last of Us Part 2, they got it. Well, let's skip on over to some quick topics because we kind of have a lot. Now, first off, we got Floyd Mayweather. We all know Floyd Mayweather, man. He announced that he will fight, get this, Logan Paul in an exhibition match on February 20th. So February 20th, be on the lookout because that fight's going to happen. And man, let me just say something now. I hope that Mayweather knocks Logan Paul out. I want to see it so bad. I want to see that guy get knocked out. You guys already know. I've said this before. I don't like the Paul brothers. I don't like them, and I want to see them get their stuff rocked. And I want to see them just get knocked out, and hopefully it happens. I'm hoping. I'll probably watch it if I can find time. I'm hoping that I can watch it. So I'm definitely going to tune in for that. Now, heading over to the Olympics, the 2024 Olympics. Get this, breakdancing will be a sport in the Olympics. So according to TMZ, the International Olympics Committee says the Olympics competition will feature 16 boys and 16 girls from around the world to a one-on-one battle. The top finishers get real Olympic medals. Are they going to give them fake ones? They got to be real, right? But breakdancing, man, that's now considered a sport in the Olympics. I'm pretty sure a lot of breakdancers out there, you got to be excited about this one. Start practicing now. Get your team ready. Get your dances all set, and man, prepare for it because you might be good enough to get the Olympics, man. You might be good enough. They also announced that skateboarding, climbing, and surfing are also included at the 2024 games. So any skateboarders, climbers, or surfers, start practicing now. You got a couple more years to practice. You got pretty much 4 years to practice. I mean, we're still at the beginning of this year. So, man, it's still crazy. It's 2021, man. That's crazy. But some sad news comes along. Friday. We all know the movie Friday with Chris Tucker, Ice Cube. Well, pretty sure you guys know by now. The star of Debo, Tommy Tiny Lister, passed away at the age of 62. And it was reported that he had some COVID symptoms. He experienced some COVID symptoms, and that possibly might have what had done it. But man, it's crazy. It's crazy to see that like not even Debo could defeat the virus. Not even Debo out of all people. That guy is definitely going to be missed in the entertainment world. Man, I was so hoping to see another Friday before, stuff like this happens, but unfortunately, the world doesn't work that way. Also, some sad news in the wrestling business. Brody Lee, he's a wrestler. Many of you may know him as Luke Harper in WWE. And any of this ringing a bell? Well, anyways, wrestling fans, you know who I'm talking about. Brody Lee also unfortunately passed away at the age of 41, but it was non-COVID related issues. He had some lung issues going on that were not COVID related, and unfortunately, it was too much for him to handle, and he passed. And I watched the special that they had last week for him, the little ceremonial thing that they had on TV for AEW at the time, and man, it was kind of hard to see how emotional everyone was. It was a very special episode, I'll tell you that one. But man, rest in peace to those two guys, man. Those guys, man, they put everything they had into everything that they loved, and their hard work did not go unnoticed. So rest in peace to both of those guys. And man, it's crazy year that 2020 was. That's what I'm saying. 2021, make it the best you can, because who knows what else is going to happen. Just keep a positive outlook, and man, we're going to get through this shit together. Anyways, Twitch. Well, it will no longer allow streamers and commentators to go around calling one another a simp. Simp is now a banned word to the Twitch community. Now, do you guys agree with this? Do you guys not agree with this? We all know what simp is. It's whenever you do something. It's pretty much like if you do something nice, like you're called a simp. Man, look, listen. I've been called a simp so many damn times, and it frustrates me. It really does. It really does, because I'm just trying to be nice to the person. All of a sudden, being nice is a bad thing? Come on now. Come on. Get your shit together. Being nice, doing something nice with someone, or caring about someone shouldn't be a bad thing. Like, are you kidding me? But yes, Twitch is finally taking an approach to this and banning the word simp and a couple other words altogether. I don't know the other words. I kind of do, but I can't really say them. But yes, Twitch took some action and is now banning the word simp. So for all you simp and simpers and simp haters and whatever else you want to call it, bye-bye. No more. Can't do it. Twitch will ban you if you use the word. Now, for another crazy one. Crazy. A Space Force soldier. This is Space Force, right? The new Space Force that they're trying to build. A Space Force soldier has been demoted for skipping drills to get a PS5. He skipped the drills to go get a PS5. When the supervisor of the Space Force contacted him to try to get him to the class, he responded with, YOLO, PS5 is more important than letters of discipline. Now, the task and purpose, which is, who they're pretty much responsible, with, that's like the main people, right? They have reported that the member of the force showed up 30 minutes late for a fitness lesson. And when asked why, his reason was that he was searching a nearby Target store for a PlayStation 5. Now imagine you trying to be a Space Force soldier and you're like, screw it. I'm not going to go. I got bigger things to do. I got a PS5 waiting for me at a store. I'm hoping to get my hands on it. Let's just skip the drills. PS5's only come out once, right? You gotta do this. Gotta play some PS5. the space stuff can wait. Let's just go play some games. But nope, he got demoted, and it's kind of weird that he didn't get like kicked out. Like, I'm pretty sure if it was any other military force, they would have straight just kicked him out. But I guess since Space Force is kind of new, and they need, I guess, people, I guess they're just demoting people. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But yes, I thought that was funny. I thought it was a funny little thing. I was like, what? Are you for real? But yeah, it's for real. Now, Apple, you guys know Apple, the iPhone, iPod, all that stuff. Apple is planning to release its own self-driving car in 2024. So it's kind of weird to say, 3 years. I guess 4, because technically we're still brand new in the year. They're going to make their own self-driving car, I guess, to compete with Tesla. Tesla's making some big moves on the self-driving car. I guess Apple's like, hey, we got the technology. Let's do it ourselves. Let's make it even better and more affordable. That thing's not going to be more affordable. They're going to be about the same price, if not more. I mean, the way Apple is. The iPhone 12, it didn't even come with a charger, and they wanted like what, $12,000 or $1,200 for it, and didn't even come with a charger or like headphones or nothing. It was just a phone. Come on now, Apple, get it together. Get it together. Now, movie news. Coming to America. You guys know that movie, right? If you guys have not seen Coming to America, you guys are missing out. Well, Coming to America, that is part 2, is now coming, and it is coming faster than you would think. It is going to be released sometime in March. And I believe it is only going to be on, what is it? I want to say Amazon Prime Video. I don't necessarily remember, but that's like the only place you'd be able to watch it. And if it comes out, when it comes out, I'm definitely going to subscribe to whatever I have to in order to watch it, because I love the first one, and the second one it looks even funnier than the first one. So I'm hoping it's as good as the first, because we all know that, sequels of movies don't happen to be as interesting as the first one. But Eddie Murphy promised that it was going to be as good, if not better than the first one. So I can only hope. And it's cool because the original cast from the first one is actually going to be in the second one too. So there's no one that's going to be brand new. I mean, you're going to see some new faces, of course, but the original cast is still involved. I think that's great. So Coming to America 2, coming your way. Be on the lookout, because it's gonna be here quicker than you expect it to be. So, speaking of Apple, that was it for quick topics. I gotta say that now. So, Apple, back to Apple. They had just released some headphones. We've all seen them by now. We've all seen them, right? I guess they announced them, right? People are starting to get them in the mail and everything. Look, that price is too damn high. I mean, you're talking about $550 for a pair of headphones? Why? I guess they are called AirPod Max. That is their name. Look, listen, I am not going to pay half a rack for a pair of headphones that I can get for $300, $400 cheaper that do the exact same damn thing as these. There's really nothing special about them. Yeah, I guess it's just because it's Apple branded. That's pretty much what you're paying for. I mean, that's pretty much how it is nowadays. You want the quality stuff, and I'm doing that with air quotes. The quality stuff, you're just paying for the name. It's nothing special. You can find other brands that are just as good, if not even better, and pay way less than what these big brand companies are selling. And I don't know, man. I don't see the hype behind them. But I gotta let you guys know, just in case you guys are an Apple fan. I got a lot of iPhone friends out there that are, obsessed with Apple's technology. And look, I used to be with Apple back in the day, and I didn't like the way they ran things. You can't do the things on iPhone that you can on an Android. You can't. And I don't care how many times we got to argue about that. We all know it's true. You cannot do the things you do on Android on an iPhone. It does not work. Why are you going to be paying $550 for headphones that go over your ear when most people nowadays, they want something compact, something that they can take with them that's easy, especially when you're on an airplane? You don't want to carry this big case with you. You just want something that fits in your pocket, right? Why not just get like the AirPod Pros? Like I kind of want me some AirPod Pros. I'm gonna be honest. I tried them out with one of my buddies. I loved them, and I love the way they sounded, and they're actually way better sounding than the ones I got for I got the Galaxy Buds, and they're sounded way better than that. But I mean, I don't have an iPhone, so like, is it really something I should be getting if I'm not an iPhone user? I don't know, but I like the way they sounded. I would say go with the AirPod Pros. Don't go with the AirPod Max. Save your money. Save your money. Get the PS5. Get an Xbox. Do something. Get some groceries. Do something other than spend $550 on some headphones that you'll probably only use like 2 times a week. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Even the colors, they got space gray, silver, sky blue, green, and pink. Man, look, there's nothing special about these headphones. You're paying for the name, and I don't like that. I don't like when you're paying for the name when there are other companies, other brands that are just as good, if not better, for way cheaper. Okay, just do your research before you spend your money on these. I'm telling you, man. Apple, what are you doing? What are you doing? Now, moving on to the gaming side of things. We're all over the place today. We're all over the place. I'm telling you, we got a lot to talk about. I'm trying to cover it as quick as possible. I don't want to be here all night. We got 2 more topics. This is the second to the last one, okay? This is the second to the last one. I promise. We're not going to be here all night. I just missed you guys. I really did. Can we just stop for a second? I know I just sound trying to get this quick as possible, but like, I missed you guys. I'm going to be honest. I really did. Like every week I was like, man, like I miss recording podcasts. Like I need to do one. I did not have time. I came back from my vacation. I was like, man, like I forgot how much needed to be done around the house. Like I had to do, laundry for my work that was coming up, and I had to give my dog a bath. I still got to give her a bath. I just didn't have time to do that, and I was pretty much just concentrated on my week work, or my week of work to come. That was a tricky word to say, but yeah, I was working all week. I just got out of work like an hour ago, and I was like, man, I need to record a podcast. So I jumped on, and here I am, guys. Here I am. I'm still working. But man, I'm so sorry that it took me forever to record a podcast. It wasn't intentional. It's just work, man. I gotta work. I gotta make my money, and I'm so tired after work. I am. When you work all the time, it gets tiring, and you just want to come home and relax. You don't really want to do nothing. So, I mean, I apologize that you guys had to wait so long, but we're back. We're here. And we're almost done with season 3. And look. After season 3, I got a surprise. For you guys. We're changing the game for season 4. We're changing the game. I mean, my game, but we're changing it. We're changing the look at. We're changing everything. All right, we're changing everything. Not everything, but we're changing. And hopefully it's for the better. All right. Now that I said that, let's continue on to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, let's continue. Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, man. If you guys bought it from PlayStation, you know what I'm about to say. You already know. Sony removed Cyberpunk 2077 from the PlayStation Store. You might be asking why. I'll get to that in a second. But PlayStation will offer, and is still offering, refunds to PlayStation players who already bought the game. Now, CD Projekt Red, has vowed to bring Cyberpunk back to the PlayStation Store as soon as possible. Now, you guys might be saying, well, why did they take it out in the first place? There were so many glitches. I'm talking so many glitches that the game was just unplayable. I mean, you're talking about low graphics. You're talking about players getting stuck, NPCs getting stuck, repeating the same things over. I mean, there was so much problems that PlayStation, gamers had that PC or Xbox players did not have. They didn't have little to no glitches on the first day or first week of playing the game that Sony PlayStation players had. And so it was just easier for Sony and Project Red to just remove it from the store. We request some, refunds and try to get those glitches out of the game, and hopefully within the next couple weeks they'll bring it back. I'm not sure if it is already back, but as far as I know, it's still down, but we'll see. So on Twitter, the company released a new public-facing statement reiterating that the PlayStation version, both physical and digital, will continue to receive updates even when it's not available for sale. And unfortunately, there was no timeline given for when the game would return, but they're hoping it comes back soon. And like I said, if you've bought it on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, request a refund and get your money back, and wait for it to come back to the store, and it'll be a better version of the game. So Cyberpunk 2077. I was kind of excited about that game too. It's been in the making for years now. I'm talking years, and they released it. And unfortunately for Sony PlayStation players, it wasn't what it was, expected. But hey, that's it happens, man. When a big game like that comes out, there's bound to have some problems. And PlayStation users unfortunately got the bad end of the stick there. But for all you Xbox people and PC players, how are you liking it? Is it good? Is it a fun game? Should I get it? Would you recommend me playing it? I want to know. If you have Cyberpunk 2077, let me know. Should I get it? Should I buy it? Is it worth it? Let me know. Now, for story time. It's not really story time, but it's kind of funny, and it's the main event topic. PS5, PS5s. That's the main thing here. PS5. So the story goes like this, right? So the story goes like this. This is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting one. Now, a Taiwanese man got a PS5, right? He got a PS5, and he lied and told his wife that it was an air purifier. Yes. Told his wife that it was an air purifier and not a PS5. Don't know how that happens. Don't know what husband was thinking. And I don't know what the wife was thinking, believing in that. Now, after a while, she got suspicious. And she was like, wait a minute, this is no air purifier. What's going on? The second she found out that he got a PS5, she made him sell it. So he had no choice. He had to sell it. So he went on Facebook, made a post about it, and this is what the post said. Says, the price is also the cheapest to find on the day. $500. Selling it. When his wife went to retrieve the PS5, he tricked his wife. He tried to trick his wife into believing it was an air purifier. She wasn't falling for it. She was not falling for it. She was like, no, I'm selling it. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you say it was the cheapest that you could find. I don't want it. You don't need it. I want it gone. So he got on Facebook, he sold it, and this is what the post said. When he posted it on Facebook, it said, "It's my wife who wants to sell it." He made it very clear. He was like, "I don't want to sell this. My wife is making me." His wife said, she responded, she added on the little comments. "I went silent after seeing the look in his eyes. I could feel his pain." She knew that like selling this PS5 was just gonna shatter his hopes and dreams. That it was just gonna break him. Like he wanted it so bad, and she's making him salad, and he was just so unhappy about doing it. And look, if you're in this position, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh about it. Like it's funny. It's funny. So the wife also added, "Seems like women can tell the difference between a PS5 console and an air purifier." Of course you can. They don't look nothing alike. They don't look nothing. Why would an air purifier have a cord that you hook up to your TV? Like why? Why? Why would it have a controller? Why? Why? Oh man. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but I thought that was a funny story to tell you guys. And man, if you're ever in this position, I gotta know about it. I gotta know if your wife or your husband, whatever. I mean, it's 2021. Who knows? But like, if your spouse is trying to make you get rid of your PS5 or Xbox, and you tricked them saying it was an air purifier or a book or something ridiculous, let me know. Please let me know. Share the story with me. I definitely want to hear about this. This is definitely something you don't hear about every day, and it made me laugh, and I hope it made you guys laugh. I mean, this guy legit tricked his wife into thinking it was an air purifier, and she knew better that it wasn't an air purifier, and was like, "Nope, get that shit out of my house. I don't want it." Man, that's funny. But anyways, that is the end of the episode. I have to leave, guys. I know. Like I said, I try to make it as quick as possible. Man, I just kind of don't want to go, but I got nothing else to say. I pretty much said everything that I want to. I really hope you guys had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. Hope you guys have stayed safe. I know over this past Christmas week, I actually got sick. I came down with the flu. The first day I had a sore throat. Then the next day, I had a bad cough and a stuffy nose, and I'm still kind of dealing with it, but it's gone away for the most part. I don't have a sore throat at all. My cough is pretty much gone. Stuffy nose is still kind of there, but it's pretty much gone at this point. I'm lucky it wasn't something else, but unfortunately, it's cold and flu season, so I mean you can't really run from that, can you? Especially when it's winter time, cold weather, it gets to you. It gets to you. But I definitely had a great Christmas. It was definitely worth the wait all year, and man, that week went by so quick. I was like, man, I definitely don't want to come home. I definitely don't want to go to work. Like I could take another week off of vacation, but I can't afford it. I can't afford to take another week off. So I had to come back, and it was fun while it lasted. I had fun seeing my entire family and just spending time. And my brother's birthday, his 21st birthday, was 2 days before Christmas. And let me tell you, man, I got messed up. I got messed up. That was the most I've drank in years. I'm telling you. Like the last time I drank that much, I blacked out. And I remember after I blacked out, I woke up in my bed the next morning, and my shower was still like running, and I don't remember anything. I don't remember how I got home. I don't remember anything. Apparently, from what I heard, the stories of that night, is when I blacked out, I apparently walked home. I walked home, and this was like 2 a.m, and I guess it was a cold night that night from what I remember, and my house was about 3 miles like down the road, and apparently I walked, blackout drunk. I walked home, and that was the last time I drank as much as I did on his birthday. Man, it was so much fun though. I had fun, and it was a good time. So yes, to all my family, I love you guys, and hopefully I can come back and see you guys soon. If not, then I guess we'll have to wait till Christmas time again. But anyways, guys, I am out. Big things are going to happen this year. I can feel it. I know it. Just stay safe, guys. Continue to wear your masks. I don't want to get into the vaccines that are coming away. I don't want to get into that because I got some thoughts on that, but that's for another time. Okay. I might go on a rant about that in the future, but until then, I got to keep my mouth shut. But stay safe. I love you guys. I've missed you. It's good to be back. And season 4 right around the corner. Let's go. Let's do it. We got 2 more for this season, and we're done. But Midnight Lunatic signing out. Love y'all. Make sure that if you haven't already, follow my social medias. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. Everything's there for you guys. And just click the link. All my Spotify listeners, thank you so much. All my Anchor listeners, thank you so much. YouTube listeners, thank you. Facebook listeners, thank you. Everything, man. It's been going great. I was looking at my stats, and we're well over 1,000 views altogether from all my different platforms. But my Anchor one is the one that I usually check the most. That is pretty much my main one that I check. And right now we're sitting at 627 plays as of today. Hopefully by March we'll hit 1,000 on Anchor. Anchor and Spotify listeners, they both work together. So if you listen on Spotify or Anchor, it really means a lot. Facebook, again, thank you. But unfortunately, with the way Facebook and YouTube is set up, I don't really get anything from that. It's just pretty much views at that point. I'm not really monetized in any way on those platforms, so I'm kind of taking a loss. But I kind of just want to get my podcast out there, and that's what I'm doing right now. I might take a loss and some funds coming my way, but it's glad to see that my podcast is getting out there and people are enjoying it and tuning in every time that I do post. So it really means a lot. But yes, I'm gone for real this time. Love you guys. I'll see you guys when I can. I really can't make any promises, but I'm gonna try to get another episode out within the next week or 2. Hopefully it works out that way. But yes, I'm out. Love you. Bye-bye.